Thanks for joining us for This is Southern Indiana. I'm Angie Fenton. Today we head out of this world, just you wait, with Santa. Enjoy the musical talents of an Austin, Indiana native. Accept an invitation to play a game with Silver Creek High School that's resulting in big wins. And find out why our creative director, Adam Kleiner, a Henryville resident, put together a top 10 that includes David Letterman. Oh, and there's fireworks, of course. This is Southern Indiana starts now. Kayla Griffin grew up in Austin, Indiana, and splits her time between Scott County and Nashville, where the rising country star continues to shine brightly and share her signature style, most recently performing at the Yum Center at the Jelly Roll concert attended by thousands. She's something special, but don't take it from me. Take a look and a listen for yourself.
Kayla, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Austin, Indiana. I'm a proud daughter of Pam and Steve Griffin. Little fun fact, I was born on my mom's birthday on October 25th, and my dad's is October 24th, and so we just celebrate together. I was born in Louisville, actually, Louisville, Kentucky, and then raised in Austin, Indiana, and I'm super proud of where I came from.
Okay, I have to share this. So my daughter's my birthday gift.
Oh, wow.
So it's a rare and beautiful thing, but to have your dad so close to your birth dates as well.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
that's special.
Yeah.
Now, how did you grow up in Austin in terms of, I mean, you kind of built your foundation there.
Yeah, so my dad kind of threw me on the stage before I gave my consent, and sometimes we butted heads over that, but a lot of times we just reminisce over those days because it really has rooted me into who I am today. We did every festival, every benefit, every church event, and every Sunday morning you had to be at church. So up until my teen years, you know, those were crucial, but I'm thankful for them.
And where do you live now?
I'm in Scottsburg, Indiana, majority of the time now. I am on the road back and forth.
Right.
I do a lot of recording in Nashville, and I've gotten to open up for some artists over the last few years. It's been incredible, and I've gotten to even work behind the scenes for artists out there on the road and get to see both sides of all of this stuff, so it's been pretty cool.
I did not get to attend, but I know a lot of people who loved the relatively recent Jelly Roll concert.
Yes.
You were performing at the Yum Center there.
Yeah, I got to do the premium lounge stage for that concert, and it's super cool because Cody Ash plays the drums for Jelly Roll. He's out of Kentucky, and I've known Cody since before he started touring with Jelly Roll. So he was texting me a few years ago, and he said, "Keep on going." He said, "I'm on the road with Jelly Roll," and I said, "Oh." I wasn't expecting that kind of text from him, but Absolutely. I'm so proud he stays the same, on and off the road too, and it's been a fun few years for me.
It's also been, I think, pretty special for other people because of you. One of the groups that you really embrace are veterans. For instance, Memorial Day is something that you've made a tradition of.
Oh yes, I'm so glad that you brought that up because the veterans are so important to me. Ever since I was a kid, I was 6 years old, and I was in my music class, and my teacher gave me a little pitch pipe, and she said, "You're gonna learn how to do the national anthem. I've already talked to your dad." And my dad taught me how to, sing the anthem just from blowing that little note on the pitch pipe and doing it a cappella. And this has been my 25th year doing the national anthem for my local veterans on Memorial Day, and then Veterans Day this year, I'll do it again. So.
Oh my goodness. What is that like for you?
It's just super incredible. It's like an honor, and I love getting to hang out with all of them because, time's on the essence, and our veterans are getting older. So I do want to say if there's any young vets out there and you want to get involved in your communities, I encourage you to now.
Absolutely. Who are your biggest musical influences? I mean, obviously, Dad sounds like he was integral in a lot of ways.
I'd say Dad, 100%. I like a lot of the older country, Dolly and Johnny Cash. He's one of my favorites. My most recent ones are, well, not recent. In my teen years, it was Miranda Lambert, still Miranda Lambert, and Lainey Wilson now, so hence the hat.
Let's talk about your hat for a second, because, I mean, that is absolutely amazing and beautiful and so unique to you.
Yeah, it was super custom made by my friend Faith. She started her own business called Corner House 8. And she's out of Louisville, Kentucky. She surprised me with this after I played for her sister's graduation party. And her sister actually just graduated from the Air Force. So she's going to be out there, you know, protecting the country and everything.
Thanks for her service, for sure.
Absolutely. So I'm super thankful that they gifted me this super beautiful hat.
It is super beautiful. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing Hope Heaven Has a Radio. It's one that I've had out for a little while. I had a video on it that I also got to co-direct alongside Joel Jackson. So yeah, I thought that it would be cool if I did that one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Please welcome Kayla Griffin.
Thank you. Sometimes I don't like coming back to these old town roads. It reminds me of you and the places we used to go. With every song that was playing on the radio, I don't think there was a song you didn't know. We were burning up the town, just running wild and talking about all the things we wanted to see and who we wanted to be. I never thought then that you'd be where you are right now. I hope you're somewhere in the clouds, singing along to your favorite songs real loud. I'll never understand why you had to go. I know you can't hear me. I can only hope there's a truck in a dirt road, and it's hanging out the window. I hope heaven has a radio. You always had a plan and I followed whatever you did. We were underage drinking, staying up way past 10. I remember the time we ran from the cops. Didn't take them long until we got caught. So glad we did. You were the life of the party. Wish we could go back to when we were 18 and stay 18. I never thought then that you'd be where you are right now. I hope you're somewhere in the clouds, singing along to your favorite songs real loud. I'll never understand why you had to go. I know you can't hear me. I can only hope there's a truck in a dirt road, and it's hanging out the window. I hope heaven has a radio. I hope you're somewhere in the clouds, singing along to your favorite songs real loud. I'll never understand why you had to go. I know you can't hear me. I can only hope there's a truck in a dirt road, it's hanging out the window. I hope heaven has a radio. I hope heaven has a radio. Sometimes I don't like coming back to these old town roads.
You've heard of Monopoly, but what about Kentuckiana-opoly? A Silver Creek High School graduate explains how this game is helping students win big.
I'm not playing, pun intended, when I say that this is the best game ever. Kentuckianaopoly 2 from Silver Creek High School. This is Ari. Ari, this is the second version, but for those of us who are brand new to Kentuckianaopoly, what is this?
This is a board game like Monopoly, but instead of the spaces being like Park Place or Boardwalk, we have businesses from Southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky who sponsored the game, and each one has a space on the board.
So they have a space on the board, and then people can buy these, and we'll talk in a moment about where you can actually get these, but where does the money go?
The money goes back to the students and to charities. So we raise money for the scholarships. We raised over $50,000 for students for scholarships. And then we also donate to charities around the region.
What type of a class did this materialize from?
Yes. So at Silver Creek High School, we have an Academy of Finance. And part of the Academy of Finance is our accounting classes. And in those classes, we sat down and we came up with this entire project. And we said, we want to make this. We want to give back to the students. We want to give back to the community. Let's do it.
So what was the process? I mean, because I'm going through here, I mean, NWSB, this is just one of many. They're the $5 bills. I mean, you've got a whole host, Mac Constructions on here, Jacoby Sales, Louisville Bats, I mean, Shimps. You can just keep going around and people will recognize all these businesses. So how did you as students approach them?
Yeah, so we actually would call the businesses and we would organize a meeting. And then from there, we would sit down with them and we would pitch our entire idea. And we would ask them, would you sponsor this? Would you be a part of this fantastic game and help the students in the community? And in most cases, we got yeses. They were so excited. They wanted to help. They wanted to be a part of this. And this is something that's going to carry with us after I graduate, after the incoming freshmen graduate. It's always going to be here.
It's something where, I mean, I said to you, when are you doing version 3? Please, please, please have someone approach. Extol Media wants one of these squares. We want to be involved in some way. But so you're going into sports management. Silver Creek High School has so many amazing programs. You're going to the University of Louisville. You want to work in professional sports. What did Silver Creek do in terms of building that foundation with something like this to help you that you see in your future is going to be like, oh, I got that.
Yes. I would definitely say that this class, the accounting class, has helped me so much because it actually taught me that I want to go into business, which was not my path in any way.
Interesting. Okay.
But I took that class. And then from there, I just learned different skills, like interview skills. Didn't think that I would need those really. You don't think about that in high school, but I did need that. Yes. And so that helped me. And then even just this, I was so shy. I would not talk in front of people, but my classes, they got me in front of people. They told me, you have to go do this. And here I am today, carrying this with me to college.
I would never in a million years say, oh gosh, you were once the shy kid. That, and never in a million years, because when I was on a panel with a bunch of wonderful people, and one of the things that you all gave us was this game, which is why, I mean, I called and just said, we need the opportunity to help share what Silver Creek High School students are doing in the community with something as ingenious as this. And there wasn't anybody else. They said, Ari needs to be the one who's on camera talking about this. I mean, you're so poised and you are so prepared.
Thank you.
I mean, do you credit Silver Creek and what you learned with some of that?
I would definitely credit most of it to Silver Creek and everything that they've taught me, especially my teacher, Miss Glazer. She's fantastic. Awesome. She gets us out into the field. She tells us, go make the connections, make a LinkedIn, go connect with people. And she is fantastic, and I credit her for most of it.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Now, I am not in sales. I have other team members who that's their forte. I always like to tell people I used to, with the very little money that I had, buy my own Girl Scout cookies. I did not love that. I look at a no now in a different way, but I want to hear from you when someone, the rare business, because why would you not support this? But when someone did, maybe for whatever reason, gave you that no, what did you do with that?
We just kind of took that back and we said, okay, they said no today, but another day. There's always another day. There's always another opportunity. We can call them again. We can maybe whenever we make another version of the game board, maybe they'll want to actually be sponsoring it instead of just selling it. So there's always another opportunity. There's always something that you can do different, a different approach.
I love that a no is a no today, but maybe in the future. And I always now, instead of getting crushed by it, a no for me means it's not right for them, but I'm going to find somebody. It's motivation. I'm going to find somebody that this is right for. How often do you play board games and things?
I play board games pretty often at home. I'm always making my siblings play board games with me. So this is one of those where it's like, why would we play Monopoly?
Yes.
Whenever we could play
Kentuckianapoly.
Kentuckianapoly. Let's start with the Louisville Bats and let's work our way to Shimps. Let's work our way to Jacoby.
I see Sellersburg in there. I mean, the Welcome to Indiana. I mean, there's so much. And then it's the conventional rules. So we roll it, right? And we go around. How many times have you lost in this game?
Only a couple.
Is there really, though? Can you really lose with something like this?
You really can't, no.
Okay, just name drop right now as many places you can think of where you can purchase this.
We have Kentuckianapoly too in the Kentucky Derby Museum, Kizito Cookies, Jacoby Sales. We have it in PC Lumber, Jackson Physical Therapy, Empower Rental Group are just some that off the top of my head, we were there just this week delivering.
Regalo, which is one of our partners, Regalo in New Albany.
Here, Shimp Confectionery in Jeffersonville. They called, they said, we're out of games. People bought them. Bring us more. So we were there Tuesday delivering games. I went out at school today to deliver more games as well.
That is awesome. And if people also, they don't know, they want to know, they can call the school as well.
Yes, they can call Silver Creek High School. And if they come up to the school, then they say, we want Kentuckianapoly too. We'll give it to them. They can pay cash, check, Venmo, whatever.
All right.
Perfect.
I think it's time to play. You go ahead and roll. Good luck in your future. I know you're going far. And I'm pretty sure you're going to beat me at this as well. Thanks, Ari.
Thank you.
Build a restaurant, tap ins, casual but a very nice atmosphere, very clean, brand new kitchen. We've just built a new bar. It is a sports bar with good food. We've got two Pro TVX simulators with 16,000 golf courses on it. So most of the time you'll see 4 to 8 people hitting golf balls and playing a game while you're in here. Our whole facility is open to the public, and our dining room is probably a little more public usage than member usage, since it's a bigger group, obviously. So come check it out if you haven't been here. I think you'll enjoy the space.
Ready to go out of this world? Olive Applegate sure is, and she's invited a special guest who's known around the world.
Hi, Santa.
Hi, Olive. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am really good. I'm excited to be here.
Same. So, I know you always go around to kids, give toys, but other than toys, why do you give out food? What's the most important thing about that?
So that's another big reason why I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, working with people to help feed people. Because when I first got the call from the North Pole to become Santa, I had about 4 or 5 kids the very first night tell me the only thing they really wanted for Christmas was food. Olive, that broke my heart. And I'm like, I have to do something about that. And so I started just doing work. I had been doing volunteer work for a group called Dare to Care, which is our regional food pantry supplier. And I decided that was going to be my mission to help feed people. So when little kids ask me for food, I have something to give to them. So I went on this mission. I recruited a bunch of people who donated gift cards to me, and I always have a Kroger gift card on me. And if I have a little kid that tells me all they want for Christmas is food, I give them a Kroger gift card. I no judgment. I give it to them. I make sure that all is good and fair, but it's really important to feed people all year long, but especially at the holidays. It just kind of hit home.
Yeah, because it's hard sometimes, because if you don't have much food, then you might not be able to store food. Because if you get like a little storm of snow or something, you don't have any food, you're gonna be hungry.
And if you think about it, like kids that get blessings in a backpack.
Yeah, we do that at our school.
Yeah, and they get them, and that's the only food that they have sometimes in the house. And kids get a box for summer vacation and for Christmas time, and they run out. So I always want to make sure that there are as many resources as possible in our communities all over to make sure that there's readily food for these young people to eat. Because if you're hungry, you can't learn as well, you can't study, you can't focus, you can't concentrate. It puts you in a hangry mood. Nobody likes to be angry, do they?
Sometimes I get
I do
hungry.
Too. That's right. I miss out on my cookies. I get angry. But it's important to feed people, and that's a real big thing for us.
Well, who was the name of the first person who asked you about food?
It was a little kid. I don't remember his name. He was less than 10 years old. Yeah, and you know, when you're Santa, you see a lot of people, and you can tell people that are having a tough time. But I'm also really lucky because I have my local Mrs. Claus, who works at a restaurant called the Orange Clover here in town. She really taught me the importance of how to feed people in mass, like a bunch of people at once. While people are hungry every day, sometimes we have big groups of people that come together to eat, and she taught me how that works. And that's fun to be able to do that on a local level and feed people. As Santa, there's nothing better for me.
Well, that's good, because if you don't have food in your belly, like you said, you won't study hard, because your parents try to keep you healthy as much as they can, because they might just give you the food and not them.
And you know, sometimes
all of us need it.
Yeah,
even the parents.
Sometimes the parents have a hard time too. So we're here to give grace and, you know, be kind and lead with kindness and be cheerful.
That's what kindness is all about, helping people out.
Yeah, paying it forward. That's what we're all about at the North Pole, for sure.
Well, I was happy for you to be here.
I was happy to be here, Ollie. Thank you.
How can people help Santa?
Well, when it comes to feeding people locally, the best thing to do is contact someone in your church if you go to a church community, or reach out to Dare to Care or local food pantries like Center for Lay Ministries, Catalyst Rescue Mission, so you can donate to them, whether it's food. Sometimes they just need help. Somebody come down and donate 2 or 3 hours of their time to sort canned goods makes a real big difference. So I tell people to just reach out to people locally who you know are here to be able to do it. And Dare to Care is probably the biggest and the one that has the most impact, because they're the largest and they work with all the little food pantries.
Is there any words that Mrs. Claus said in her own words about food for kids?
Yep, without a doubt. I can tell you exactly what those were. And that is, if we don't feed our children with food made with love, then we're missing out. And she really feeds a lot of people, and she just pours love into the food that she makes. And when you pour love into the food that you make and you provide, especially for littles, that's what they need the most. They need somebody to care about them and love them. So that's what she would do.
And just one more thing. In the North Pole, when you guys eat food, is it candy, but it's actually healthy for you?
Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of hacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. It's wonderful. That's why I love all my cookies and my candy and all that, because, you know, at the North Pole, things are a little bit different.
I just want to go there and just eat all the candy.
Yeah. Well, I'll put your name on the list to be a visitor. How's that? Is that fair?
Yep.
All right.
All right, Santa. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Olive.
Austin, Indiana always has a blast at their annual fireworks display, and this year's was no exception.
Hello, I'm Mayor Roger Hawkins. This is our annual fireworks event. Since I've been mayor for the past 6 years, we've had this for 5 years. The first year I was mayor, we didn't have it because of COVID. So we've been able to have that with the help of sponsors and all the vendors coming to set up, no charge to vendors, and it's been a blessing that we've been able to have this event every year. Yeah, this event here is probably one of our biggest events for the year. The event here is spectacular.
This has been going on for many, many years, and honestly, I don't know the exact number because it was going on way before I started 9 years ago. Probably my favorite part of this event is just meeting new people, having new vendors come and set up, and just getting to interact with the community because that's important. And that's a huge part of what we do in the mayor's office.
I'm here with my wife, Tammy. We both do small-tail kettle corn. We make different flavors of kettle corn: spicy dill, bacon cheddar, jalapeno, rainbow, mixed berry, caramel, kettle, about 20 different flavors all together, maybe not all at the same time. Reach us at Small Town Kettle Corn on Facebook. About 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we're going to have fireworks here. We both worked at the Austin Post Office, so this is a part of our giving back to the community.
I was here like 2 years ago, and it was like really fun, and I came back just like to watch the fireworks again.
The fireworks that we have is well displayed, 20-25 minutes worth of fireworks. For the smallest community around, I don't think there's a bigger fireworks anywhere.
Before we go, Extol Media creative director and Henryville artist Adam Kleiner goes all in with a David Letterman style top 10.
Hello there. If you are new to Adam Kleiner Art, we normally do a lot of comic and other pop culture inspired pieces. However, today we're going to start a new series. We are going to create portraits of famous individuals from Indiana, and we're going to start with the one and only David Letterman. Dave, our own Ben Pine, and myself all attended the legendary Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. And what would a David Letterman video be without a top 10 list? So I'm going to give my top 10 reasons I think Southern Indiana is the best place to live. And here we go. Top 10 reasons I think Southern Indiana is the best place to live. Number 10, historic basketball gyms. 9, I love donuts and think Tony T's in New Albany is the best. 8, corn. Number 7, anything from 1816 modern kitchen and drink in Corden. Number 6, that one day a year we have normal weather. 5, no scorpions. 4, small towns. Number 3, we have lots of corn. Number 2, it's where my family lives. And the number 1 reason I think Southern Indiana is the best place to live, my wife says it is. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that follow button to see where in Indiana we go next.